Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, shalom to my double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, shalom to my Wahakim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawah coming at you with another lesson, Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And, today, sometimes, Slakia, I'm going quickly, but sometimes, I really do get a bit surprised, and I can at the same time appreciate some of YouTube's video suggestions. All right, because I do appreciate me. I don't know if it's a guilty pleasure or not. Could be. But I do appreciate a good video essay or a brain teaser and stuff like that, like these video essays in like this, where you have this dude that's basically talking about, as the title of the video says, morality is dead, Hollywood killed it. And I'm not gonna whole video, I'm not gonna play a lot of the videos, I'm gonna play like a few seconds of it. And ultimately the main thing I really want to get into is how, funnily enough, this is what it sounds to be an Edomite, which he might be an Edomite, I don't know, making this observation that one of the number one around in society, the morality has, or the standard of morality has declined. In addition to that, he also notices that this is a result of media. All right. Now, let me also get this before I let this video play. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And this is the thing that, which I don't even know if he is fully aware of it, which maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But the thing is that, the fact that, people, they really are, or Sakia, Satan's device is, that programming, trying to program people, just like, by showing people media and constantly trying to make people think the way that they want people to think. Okay, and again, I'm gonna put the link to this in the description if you care about watching it. It was a okay video. It's not the greatest, it's not the most edifying, but if you want to make a video off of it, I guess, or if you just want to see a bit more details on what I'm going into right now, be my guest. But the main thing is how morality is dead, and what he goes into is how a lot of media is not, it's more gray area. All right, so the story about who's the good guys, who's the bad guys, it's not just good guy and bad guy anymore. It's not people just sticking to very simplistic morals that everyone can agree to follow. Okay, but it's more so like, well, sometimes killing someone is okay. Sometimes you have to steal. Sometimes you have to do something bad. And this is the thing where he's basically complaining and saying, which I agree with him, that this is basically the norm now. This is what they're always doing in Hollywood in these big name movies. All right, and specifically going into Hollywood, which unfortunately for me, I can't really say I know too much about movies outside of the Avengers, which even then, like, there's that whole I guess Captain America thing and whatnot. But I'm not a freaking Marvel head, so I don't really know too much on the comics. All I know is a couple of stuff, and he even used Captain America as an example of he's an example of someone that is Boy Scout good, and people think people think that people think that characters like him, as well as, you know, Superman and whatnot, are boring characters. So they don't want to see movies and whatnot based on them, or even people like them, all right, because, you know, it's kind of like expected, okay, or well, more so people think that they're boring. And I have the dislike extension on another another browser, and I saw that this has primarily likes. Like, there's barely anyone that dislikes it, and this is the type of stuff that, and also has 300,000 views. So this is the type of stuff that confuses me. How is so many people agreeing and liking it, but yet these are also the same people that don't like it? That take part in this type of
modern
media consumption. So actually, let's quickly see a little bit of what he's saying, as well as some clips. Pay attention to the clips, all right?
Has a morality problem. So many of the most popular movies and TV shows depict awful characters doing horrible things to other people. And instead of treating these as cautionary tales, it seems that we're now supposed to look at them as role models. But when I've talked about this on Out of Frame in the past, I've often gotten comments from people complaining that good characters are boring, or that these shows and movies are just depicting reality as it is: solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. A shocking people seem to believe that the world is a horrible place and humanity is irredeemable.
Alright, well, Slakia. So the first half, everything they were saying up to the last 5 seconds, I agree, except for the last 5 seconds, obviously. So yes, this is what people are saying. Like, or Slakia, he said that. That's something I forgot to say. He was saying these people are supposed to be the new role models, all right? And people are basically starting to see someone like the Joker as a role model, because he's, I'm just ahead of the curve and stuff like that. And, you know, like, women like this just being a bitch and hating children, all right? Because I mean, I don't even know if this was intentional, but this is like kind of spiritual how he's showing some of these clips. Let me mute this thing. This first clip of a woman, you know, being mean to this little girl, a little kid, you know, hating women basically hating kids, as women don't want to have children anymore in this day and age. That's a perfect thing. That's kind of spiritual, because that is the same spirit that these women are in now, where a lot of these people are looking up to evil or wickedness or vileness, thinking that, oh, well, if this person that everyone sees and is famous and everyone loves, okay, for their realness, is beloved, then I can be like them, and I can be like them. I can be evil like them, and people will love me too. All right, and you know, that's a very wrong way to, you know, kind of look at it. All right, or it's like not wrong way to look at it, but that's just how people are viewing life. All right, and at the end of the day, it goes to show, you know, who these people whose allegiance, I guess, you know, falls under. John 8 verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. Okay, so just getting to the point. You know, when your father is trying to set an example, a father is supposed to be setting a right example for the children to follow, and this is what Esau is, you know, showing an example for people to follow, for women to be hateful and not care about children, to treat them like garbage, and for men to, you know, be able to be willing to go, oh my fucking god, to be willing to go batshit crazy. All right, even though that was a bad clip that he used, but you know, I saw that one movie, that Joker movie, basically the movie, if you want to go watch it, spoiler alert. Basically the movie is, well, it's not even spoiler alert, but it's not spoilers. Basically, it's all about how people constantly treat someone, or I'll just say in this point, a man like garbage, and a man is trying his best to be a righteous person, a good person, but then people or the society around them continues to, kick them while they're down, treat them like garbage, even though they're trying their best to be good. All right. So even though they're trying to be good, and no one appreciates that, and there's no fruit that's being bore from the hard work that they're trying to do to change and fix their life and be a good person in society, then you know what? Then that means that it's, since no one cares and they only care when you are a bad person, and that's when it's just, they're just gonna give up. They're gonna give up trying, and then they're gonna go do stuff that makes them happy on their own, as in hurting other people in order to seek out one's own happiness. All right. And that was the whole thing with the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing. You got a whole bunch of these crazy bitches that were saying that they feel sorry for him. They were just making a whole bunch of love letters and stuff like that, talking about this and crying for some batshit crazy dude. All right, but this is reality, and this is what's going on in society, and there's no, and honestly, I again, like, I don't really know anything. Like, the last thing that I can remember for me personally is like Naruto. Naruto is all about I have my thing. We all have to get along, this type of stuff in peace. And even then, sorry, that's a tangent, but the creator for Naruto, just shitted on Naruto. It's like, oh, Slakia, no, that's actually, that actually supports the point, Slakia. But like, yes, that supports the point that I'm making right now. Even if you are a good person and you meet any semblance of success, there's still gonna be people that are going to not only pray for your downfall, but seek to ruin the good things that you've worked to succeeding in. All right, so Slakia, bear with me. All right, Slakia. As I was saying, basically, with the whole, for Naruto, for example, as a very good example, I didn't even realize, where he had in the most recent, he had done all he wanted. He achieved his goal of trying to make the world peaceful, and it was so peaceful. But yet the author, okay, off of his whole cash grab, not just from a cash grab perspective, but I don't know, just from like a disrespectful perspective, it had felt the need to shit on basically all that he did, as well as the character that people like me who grew up with him grew to love, the character that we all grew to love as children, and disgrace the character, as well as the memory and everything that the character stood for, even before the end of the first series. All right, and this is the thing, like, nobody cares about a good character or a good person with good morals. They only expect said quote unquote good character or good person to just die, or if they don't die, turn into some sort of moral gray area, or someone that's evil. All right, and this is, as this person had stated, okay, and brought out with this video. This is how Hollywood is killing morality. All right, Slacky. So basically, with that being said, going further into it, this is kind of how it ties into life is, or the Slakia. My brain is freaking. I'm trying to find the right words, but basically how this ties in is with us, for example. All right, so with us, all right. Fuck. So with us, Matthew chapter 24 verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. This is where we sometimes might feel like, okay, yeah, I have faith, I believe. It's like I believe in the Lord, I believe in all the things that the Lord says. Slocky, I'm trying to keep everything in my head so I don't forget. Basically, so yeah, basically, as I was saying, so yeah, we have faith in the Lord. We have faith that the Lord's going to deliver us. We hold true to that belief that the Lord is, in fact, going to deliver us. We also have faith and do all the right things that the Lord told us to do. We stick to the words of YAHAWAH, no matter how long it takes. All right, and then as for the other people, let me get this. Luke chapter 12 verse 45. But and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink and to be drunken. Verse 46. The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him asunder, and will appoint his portion with the unbelievers. All right. So the ultimate main thing is how thinking that let me get this, another one. Slacky, bear with me, cause I'm probably gonna forget. Let me get this. Sentence. Okay, cool. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. And this is the thing, because they see, okay, you know what, my life has been going terribly because I've been trying to be a good person, I've been trying to be patient, I've been trying to be a good servant, okay, however you want to look at it. And then when they start to be evil and wicked, then that's when it's like, that's when they see, oh wow, my life has done a whole 180. I'm enjoying things now, like I'm not miserable or anything like that. And then as a result of that, like while they're enjoying themselves in the moment, in that temporary pleasure, which sometimes they do know, sometimes they don't know that it is a temporal pleasure that they are enjoying. All right, but ultimately, after that temporal pleasure expires, then they have to answer for the wickedness that they have done and that evil that they forwarded. All right, let me get this and then end it out there. Bear with me, trying my best to be quick. Galatians chapter 6 verse 7, be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also sow. All the evil that these people have been forwarding, they're gonna reap evil, okay? And all the good that, we do, trying to, suffer and be patient. Let me also get this. First Peter chapter 3 verse 18, but and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. Okay, so when we're suffering for righteousness' sake, we're suffering for doing the right things, and that's when there is going to be, joy and a reward for it. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, Shem, Yahawashi, Shem, honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad Babal, and Shalom.